Alright, hey guys, so today I'm going to do an updated review of my Arbor Zeppelin. I know I made a review back in October, but it was filmed on my webcam and the quality was pretty bad, so I just thought I would do a better one. Alright, so I'm going to just start out with the specs first. This board is from Arbor's Roots Cruiser series. It's 32 inches long and 8.5 inches wide at the widest point, which is the middle, and then the wheelbase is 23.5 inches. This board is made out of 7 plies of a maple and fiberglass blend, and then it's got the classic koa wood top sheet that Arbor always, or pretty much always, throws on its cruiser boards. The graphic on the bottom of the board is just by an artist called Chili Tom. It's just like a simple northern forest scene with like the tree there. I know it's kind of hard to see because of the stickers and the scratches, but yeah, it's pretty cool. This board has cutout wheel wells, which is awesome because they completely prevent wheel bite. The wheel wells help, and also the board has this symmetrical tapered shape, so I've never gotten wheel bite on this board, and I ride 72mm wheels, so that's pretty cool. This board does not have a nose or a tail. I know it kind of looks like it there with the overhang right here, but the way the trucks sit on the board, there's just no nose or tail, so I didn't really think about that when I was buying the board, but I think I would prefer there to be at least one tail, just to be able to pop the board up easier. It's not really a big deal, I just thought I would put that in here. Alright, let's flip the board over, show you the top. Alright, so this board came stocked with the classic Arbor recycled glass lucid grip, which it's alright if you're not planning to ride it too often or too hard, but within 2 months of having this board, the spots where my feet go, the grip tape completely wore away, so it was just smooth, and I really needed to replace it. So I just went ahead and put some black vicious grip on there, which, I mean, you don't need, your grip tape, the grip tape it comes with is going to wear away, but when you have to replace it, I would say, you definitely don't need this coarse of a grip tape. Vicious is really designed to be for like a downhill free riding purpose, and that's definitely not what you're going to be doing with this board, so it was personal preference. I like really grippy grip tape. You do not have to get it. You can just replace it with some, standard Jessup or whatever you want, really, but yeah, it's just personal preference. I will say, though, that the Vicious grip, because it's so coarse and it really locks your feet in, this board doesn't have that much concave. I mean, you can kind of see there. It's just a really mellow drop, just like really, really mild. So if you do end up getting Vicious grip, it really helps to lock your feet in, but like I said, it's not needed. I do want to say that I got this board from Zoomies, and you can say whatever you want about that, but the setup it came with was the 9-inch going sidewinders, which this board was actually built around the going sidewinders, so together it just makes it a really, really fun carvy ride. So I'll probably make a separate review on those, so I'm not going to say too much more about that, but yeah, so it came with those, and then it came with the 72mm 78A Arbor freeride wheels, the Sucrose formula, which they're not the best, but they're alright, so I don't know. And then it had ABEC 5 bearings, that's what it came stocked with, but they sucked, so I replaced them just with some regular Bones Reds, and that's been working out fine, so. Okay, so moving into what you're going to use this board for. This board is really light. The deck, at least, it's very light. You can just kind of toss it around with one hand, but when you add the trucks and the wheels, it is a little bit heavier because the going sidewinders are so bulky, but I mean, if you're going to use this board for a commuting purpose, that's something to take into consideration, but this board is just mainly, I would say, cruising, carving, especially carving. It's just a phenomenal board for that. It's got a really springy flex, so it really pops you like in and out like of those carves really nicely. So sidewalk surfing, the trucks together with the board make it really easy to weave in and out of crowds, and just, I don't know, it's just really fun for that. So, but if you are planning to use it for more of a commuting purpose, like around a college campus, it can do that because it's light, like relatively light, and because of its shorter length. You could even strap it to one of those skate backpacks, because being only 32 inches long, it's not that much longer than a regular skateboard. So you can definitely do that, and that'll work out fine. I would just say, though, if you have to commute a fairly long distance, maybe this board isn't going to be the right board for you, because it's top mount. You know, as opposed to if it was drop through, it is a little bit harder. After a while, it becomes a little bit tiresome to push. But I mean, if you're just got a fairly small campus and you're just looking to cruise around or whatever, that then that's fine. Yeah, because it's a top mount also, and because the going sidewinders are they're like a taller truck than a normal truck. It makes it pretty high off the ground. I think it's about 5 inches off the ground when you have your trucks and your wheels on. And also, what makes it taller is I would definitely recommend getting shock pads. This board just came stocked with the standard like Sector 9 shock pads, but I would definitely recommend them, even though it is going to raise your board a little bit, because even with the shock pads, I actually ended up getting a few stress cracks right here. Wow, right there. I don't know, it's not really going to focus, but yeah. I mean, that's the only bolt hole I think that has them, but even with the shock pads, I ended up getting those. So I would definitely say invest in some shock pads, or make sure the board has shock pads. But yeah, all right. So moving on to what you're actually gonna like be able to do with this board. Like I said, cruising, carving, sidewalk surfing, commuting. If you try to take this board down any sort of hill, it's not going to work out in your favor. Mild incline, if you carve the entire width of the hill and you really keep your speed in check, I think it should be fine. But anything more, really, I'm not kidding, than a mild incline, it will pitch you off. You're going to get speed wobbles. It's not going to be fun. The board, because it's got such a bouncy, springy flex, and because of the gull-wing sidewinders, they're just not built for any type of speed. So at least in my experience, I've tried multiple times to take it down, some hills while carving, and it just isn't the best thing for that. So I don't know if it would be better if you put some different trucks on, but definitely with the gull-wing sidewinders, no, not a good plan. So flatland, keep it to flatland, I would say. All right, so yep. All in all, it's a great board. Cruising, carving, commuting, I already said all that, it is really fun. It's carvy and just really a nice, fun ride. So the only thing, if I had to complain about something, would be, I'm pretty short. I'm only 5'3", and this board is 32 inches long, and that was, I thought it would be a pretty good length for me, but it wasn't. It's not. It doesn't really make you feel too secure, because it's so short, and also because it's thin. I mean, the widest point is 8.5 inches, and then it gets less wide on both sides. So where your feet go, it's pretty thin, and so the shorter length and the thinner width of the board isn't the best. But if you already have a longer cruiser and you're looking to invest in a shorter one, more compact, then this one is definitely the board for you. It's really fun, like I said. But yeah, anyway, I think that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm probably gonna make a video soon on the gull-wing sidewinders, just doing a quick review of those. But yeah, anyway, go buy the board. I definitely recommend it. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want. All right, I'll talk to you later.